Welcome to Community Cuts, a conversation that we have in barbershops and hair salons. Our topic today, uncut, unfiltered, about relationships. Relationship, what does a relationship mean to you? What is a high value relationship? What does that mean? What does admire in a relationship mean versus respect? Thank you.
But how come the black man isn't in the relationship, in the family picture? Why did he leave?
Because of the woman.
Okay, take
Most
the
of
woman,
most-
but
most-
take the woman out. You're
Men don't make decisions on babies. Women do. Let's clear that up real quick. Men don't make decisions on babies. Women choose to.
Choose to have a child.
Women choose to have a child. Men
Okay.
don't.
we understand that, but also like him and getting herself pregnant. So if she chose
She chose
to keep that child.
Yeah, she chose to keep it.
To be absent.
No, she choose to keep it. Because most women know who they're laying down with. Most women know who they're gonna lay down with when they lay down with that man. And most things about him.
But you're still not answering my question.
What?
Like, what does it say about him?
He don't say nothing. She pick whoever she picked to lay down with.
So it's the woman's fault.
No, it's not her fault. She chose to have him as a baby.
So it's her fault.
I don't want to put a blame.
But if the
But she had
child,
how many different form of contraceptive to choose not to have a baby with him. Let me stop all of that anyway. Before she even decided to go and lay down with a man, she should even think about protecting herself and getting married before she have a child. Let's stop it right there. She should have had it. She should get married.
that's right.
And done with that.
That's right.
So you guys do have the power.
Yes, when it comes to kids.
And
That's why they should never blame men of walking out their house, because they have choice to have the kid or not. A man gonna do what he do, and then it's up to the woman to decide whether I'm gonna have his baby or not. Is he a good potential to be a husband?
potential. Use that word, bro.
Yes.
That's that word.
That's
potential.
what he's, potential. Yeah.
That's that word.
Let's
Potential.
chime in on this.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
What excuses men from having that same choice? It's your child too. You can choose to be there for your child or to abandon your child.
Exactly.
Has
That's what
nothing
I'm
to do
saying.
with the woman. You know that child is half yours. You have a choice. You could walk out on that child. I'm not talking about the woman. You could walk out on the woman, yes.
Yeah.
But the child is a choice that you can decide to stay or leave. So that is a choice that a man has,
Most
as
men,
well as a woman
most
has.
men, I think, choose to stay
And take
and
care
deal
of
with
the
their
child.
children.
Yeah.
But most of the women,
Most men.
and that's a fact, and most women choose not to deal with a man and give him all these issues, and that's a straight fact. That's a straight fact.
So we're at the crossroads right now where it's like
It's mainly
The
women having the issues.
that's according to the barbershop talk.
No, this is fact. Because you know,
Talk.
if you Google, they said most men. I was listening to a program and they said most men are childless, which is about 54% are childless and unmarried. Most men, and then the way they break the facts down, that they said is a small percentage of men, including myself too, that are having these babies with women, right? So that, which I include myself, because I got 2 kids, mom. And we having kids with these girls, and it's only about, I think they said 16% or so that is having these kids, which is most men are single and don't have no kids. So it's not a majority of men doing that.
Yeah.
It's a small percentage.
Yeah. So who are they choosing, right?
They choosing to have the dudes that
Babies.
like us. Now we feel like
Not like us. Not like us, bro. Not like us. Not like us.
They choose us. But at the same time, you a good father, I'm a good father. But then the women, the potential for me now, every kid's mother, I expected to be with them in the long run. But they just choose to go other routes in the relationship, and that's why it never worked. Which comes with, like, back to what we said.
I also think that, in addition to what Nico is saying, is that relationships don't work now because the option choice.
Yeah.
And also the fact that people are just not getting into relationship as a partnership.
That's good.
People are getting
Right.
into relationships with the same
Yeah.
old antiquated mindset that I'm the man, you're the woman.
Yeah.
And
I got a problem
with that
with
mindset, there's no way a relationship could work in the 21st century. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no way.
Could a relationship work in sex?
Sex,
No.
yes, I think
Just
sex can
sex.
keep a relationship for a long
You
time.
need that too.
As a man,
Is that a relationship or a situation?
No, that's a relationship.
That's a
Hold on,
situation.
stop.
Sex could keep a man coming.
Hold on, let's
Literally.
Hold on.
All you had.
Hold on.
That's not a
Yo,
Yeah. Why is not a relationship?
Yeah.
He's coming.
but for how long it gonna work?
He's,
Hold on,
he's,
man.
he's
That
coming.
don't- that
Hey,
don't-
baby, I'm here. Like.
That don't last for a long time.
Oh no, that lasts.
No, that
Hold on,
don't
let's
last
go
long.
back to this.
That-
Hold on, let's go
that-
back to
bro.
this relationship about what he just said about
Partnership.
a man. A man say he want to be the man. It have to be a role, son. It's a woman role and then there's a man role. It have to be a role. We have to play our role. It have to. If it's no role, we got issues. So
And
there's
that-
gonna be issues.
I think in this day and age, that role has been like erased. To be honest with you, like women are making the same amount of money. Women are doing the same jobs as men. So that role thing is not as important as it was 50 years ago.
Yeah, but if you
what I think the women, I'm speaking for the women right now. What I think they're asking for is like a partnership in
It's supposed
the
to be equal. It's
relationship.
supposed to be equal.
That's
No, it's not
that's what
equal.
they're asking.
I don't believe in equal.
But for
Yes,
us,
At least for me.
To have
Because I want
to
a
have a good
partnership.
relationship, you gotta
us,
be equal.
how could you be equal?
One at a time.
Otherwise,
one
it's
at
not
a
gonna
time,
work.
one
How?
at a time.
How could it be equal?
You know,
How can it not?
you're not gonna work if you don't have an equal relationship.
How is it
It's not going to
Wait.
be equal, but we both could play a
role.
role. You know,
Right.
in
That's
a
what makes it
together
a partnership.
situation.
I agree.
I think. It's not going to be equal. You know, she might make more, he might make more, whatever. But if we agree to have a partnership, we can. Two heads are better than one.
She can make her own decision,
Because
and
America
then you don't
is
go
built
get
for
the
two.
men don't get
Right.
upset about it, and I can make my own decision,
Right.
and she won't get upset about it.
But you got to
You know what I'm
understand the roles, right?
Thank you.
Men
Yeah.
should be able to lead a woman in a positive way, and vice versa. And women should also be able to
lead the family.
Lead the family.
No, she
and
can't
let,
lead the
let the
family.
man lead.
Thank you, let the man
Let
lead.
the man lead. Let those roles.
So what about the
Work.
kids? Who leads that?
The
man
father.
or the woman?
parents.
The parents.
The
But mainly the
Both
father.
parents.
The father have the last say.
In your household.
Because
Let's get that right.
Because if the kid go and say, Mom, let me get $100, what she said to him?
Yeah.
Go to
Yes.
Yeah. But
Go
your
to
father. My father said no. That's
Don't
it.
say.
Done.
Or you say yes.
Done. I said yes. You know, it
But,
depends on what
but
you
certain women will be like, what is it for? Here you go.
No. Which women? Which also? Come on, son.
But then that leads back to the financial thing, right? It's all about the money.
No, not necessarily.
Not
Even if
necessarily.
the money is together, she's
Right.
still gonna ask your
That's
father.
your father.
Why?
That's what it's supposed to.
So
Because
then-
the man is the house of the head.
So what's the where's the
I
partnership
agree
in that?
with him to an
Yeah.
extent.
Yeah.
For me, I believe the man should lead.
Thank you.
Right.
I definitely.
Men are superior.
You believe that the
I
man.
don't think they're superior.
Do you believe submit to your
That
husband?
I disagree
One at a
with.
time.
Would you submit to your husband?
Would I submit to my husband if he's leading me right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Right.
Nice.
I like that.
Nice.
But I have to feel confident that he know what he's doing.
Yeah.
Let me say this. Most women, when they have kids, guess what they don't want to do?
What?
Go back to work. You
That's not necessary, Sean.
would you want to go if your husband is making enough money? Would you want to go back to work?
Yes.
Yeah.
Me? Yes.
You just want to go back to work, even if he's covering all the business. Life is still good.
Because I
You
want
just like
something
what
for
you do.
myself. Yeah.
Yeah. I like that.
You know,
I like
not
that.
everyone
Women
is
go back
like
to
that.
work.
There's some women
Yeah.
who just want to be a housewife and take care of the kids and the family
That's
and make
not you.
sure
Yeah.
that he's
I'll be a
okay
house
and everything
husband.
he needs.
I'll stay my ass home. I take care of the kids.
Yeah.
I never do no
My
shit.
wife or a woman is making 500,000. I'll stay home.
I ain't staying home.
I'll stay home.
man.
If she
I'm
agrees
not
with
staying home,
that,
right.
fine.
I'll take care of
It's a
kids.
partnership. partnership.
doing
You
that.
made
I
that
gotta
decision
go.
for
I gotta go to
that.
work.
That's
With,
what makes
with
it-
my degree, I was homeschool my kids.
I gotta go to work.
Period.
I can't stay
If
home.
that's how you
And
choose
the kids
to
on the
do
block.
it.
Hell
I'm not staying
yeah.
home.
Unless he just extra coin.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Me personally.
I don't
Sorry.
be- I don't
Sorry,
be-
guys.
I'm not
Sorry.
staying home.
I'm not staying
I'm not
home.
staying home. Only a lazy man stay home.
Oh my god.
Facts. Lazy man stay home.
I'm not staying home.
Okay. I ain't lazy because I'll be in the gym too.
If I get two, I gotta get 20 jobs and work 50 jobs
He said,
to make that
You want to
money.
make sure
You
he's
do
nice.
something. You do
So when I'm in the
something.
gym
Stay
too.
fit for her.
Yeah, you better believe
gotta
it.
Stay fit for your wife.
I'm working
You better
20
believe
jobs
it.
next year.
So the question is, how we as men lead our family? How do we lead them?
That's a man question.
That's a man
So
question.
I'm talking to the men.
But in today's age,
Talking to the men.
today's age, there is no man leading no family. There's a partnership. There's man and woman leading the family.
Shit is so hard, man. There's a few men who lead these days, yo.
It's
You just got to work as a man individual.
as a
You gotta work so hard to build yourself up to a certain level
Yeah.
financially, so that way you could do that.
Yeah.
If you're not like that, then it gotta be together.
It gotta be.
But he still
gotta
got
be a
to-
You
partnership.
gotta
Yeah.
lead.
Yeah,
Because the
but he
women
still got-
want leaders
Yeah.
as well.
You
They
gotta
want
get the
leaders.
last question, right?
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we do know that we have to lead. Somebody has to
You
lead.
gotta make that
Somebody
last
has to,
decision.
but I get. Maybe that's the point. Like relationships are failing because nobody wants to acknowledge that there's a leader in the relationship.
In my relationship, I know how.
Nobody, whether it's the
Yeah,
man
that's what you're saying.
or the woman. Like they need to be a leader in the relationship.
It's not gonna work.
They need to
Not
be a
gonna work
leader
if
in
you
the
have a
relationship.
leader.
In my opinion, I think
You
so.
got to be a leader in any decision and anything.
The man is always supposed to be the provider.
Tyrone, go ahead.
The man is always supposed to be the provider
Back
and the
in the
leader
day.
of the family.
Back in the day.
And
What
the
happens
family,
with-
the family is supposed to provide everything for the family, the kids, the wife,
What happens when that man can't provide?
shelter.
She picked the slacker.
She picks up
She picks up, but he can't
until
provide.
he can.
Until he can again.
So he can't
So
lead.
he can again.
Then he
She
can't
picks up.
lead. He got to step back.
No,
No, he
he's
can't lead.
No, he could still lead.
How you gonna lead and he have nothing?
No, he
What
can
makes you
lead.
think he has
He
nothing?
He's a broke man.
No, he can
There,
lead.
there's
Young man,
more to
young
life
man,
than your bank account.
Yeah.
Your man, in the
Yeah,
example
that's
you
tough.
gave earlier.
That-
That is tough.
Not to this young generation now.
That is tough.
Damn change.
He's
Time
saying
change.
I'm an 80s baby.
Tyrone is saying supposed to, but we're not in a supposed to world.
But you know why some of these kids don't want
It's
to take.
21.
But you know why some of these kids don't want to take the lead? Because mothers raise them boy child and they raise them soft.
Soft.
Ah.
Right.
They
I
raise it
got
like
two
bitches.
boys. I ain't gonna say that. I got two boy child,
Ladies and
and the way I was raised is different from
They
mother.
never let go of their child. Their boy
Totally
child.
different. Nico.
Age boogie.
Damn right.
H-man, H-man, H-man.
Can I comment?
Yes, please.
I think going forward, we have to think less about man versus woman and think together in terms of creating a viable future so that whomever is strongest or has the most opportunity can provide the income. I don't think income is leadership. I think that a woman who's supported would be happy to work to support the family if the man is loving her.
That's true.
And I think the vice versa, the man might be happy
But
to
it's-
support
but
the
it's different.
family if he's being loved. But I think the value system we have has been taken from Western values. And I think that if we go back more to our ancestral values, we would think more about the importance of our families and our communities and think less about who's in charge.
Yes.
And think more about what are we providing for the future.
Yes.
And I think that's what's needed.
Yeah, I'm bringing back black families stronger like how it used to be back in the day.
Yeah.
That's what we
I remember when my parents we time
We're
to
not fighting against
time to have
each other.
supper. My mother would say time to have supper. Everybody come in, sit around the table. My father sit on the, you know, at the head of the table there. And then we come in and we say a prayer and then we eat. No, everybody eating all over the place.
Yeah.
Everybody go downstairs, they go, you know, everywhere, and have a plate of food, and they eat.
It's a different
It's
time.
a different
George.
time.
It's a different
Yeah.
time.
I'm gonna give
Yeah.
you. I'm gonna give you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you a true story that literally happened in Brooklyn. A husband and wife, they met in high school, right? In the 9th grade, they met. And there was a fire, I believe it was on Utica Avenue. And this fire was roaring, billowing out of control. They had 2 kids. And she told the kids to leave. Do not stay. The father had a stroke and he could not move. They couldn't move the father out of the household. And so she told the kids to leave. And the kids left. She could have left too, but she stayed there with the husband. And that showed me the worth of that man. Although she can have left, she stayed. And she died with that man. This happened in about 7 years ago in Brooklyn, New York.
So she sacrificed herself.
She sacrificed herself because that's the only man that she loved. And she let the kids go because she told the
So
kids.
she left the kids parentless.
Yes, she did.
I don't know how you wanna like rate that.
I'm just telling you the truth.
I know.
I'm
I
telling you the
understand.
facts.
I understand.
There was
but
nothing different. It was just the facts.
as a parent, your number one goal is your kids.
Yeah.
Your priority
That's not
is
true,
your,
Daddy.
as your children is your number one priority.
No, your husband. Your
As
partner.
your parents.
Oh, yes.
As
We did talk
parents.
about that.
No, it's each
As
other.
parents.
No, it's
The
each
husband
other.
is number one,
And your wife is number 1.
and wife is number 1.
Because the
then the
child
kids.
is a
Yeah.
Then the
product
kids.
from y'all love.
Then
Yes.
the kids.
And without y'all
You
love,
get
you
that
wouldn't
from
have that
body.
child.
Yeah.
So the child was still
Google
there,
that
your
fact,
love is
bro.
supposed
I don't need to Google that.
That's facts.
Like I don't need to Google that shit.
That's
You
facts.
out of your mind.
That's the facts.
You bring forth that life, and that is not your number one priority.
No, the
No.
wife is the number 1.
Yes,
dude.
and the husband.
The Bible said that, dude.
That's why I'm not
What are
married.
you talking about?
That is why I'm not married.
No,
if that's the case,
Without your wife, you wouldn't have that child.
I could have another child with another woman.
Yo.
What are you saying?
No, the
That's why when a woman take a food,
One at a time.
that's why when any woman,
Yeah.
any old school woman back in the days, tried everything. The first plate, who eats that first plate?
But again,
The man.
that is antiquated, old school mindset.
And it's in,
you
and
gotta
it's still
feed the
in-
child.
No, it's in the Bible because
Who's
it's
gonna feed the child? The child can't feed themselves.
No, it's in the Bible.
What are you saying?
One at a time, guys. One at a
wife-
time.
they gonna have
The
to.
wife and the husband come first.
Yes.
Then the child.
Man, wait your old school mother.
No,
What
it's
are you
right, son.
talking
It's
about?
I gotta hear that,
it's a
bro.
generation. It's generation.
Without the man,
That child
There
would
will be no
there'll be no
Yes,
child.
there will be
Right?
Who's gonna feed the child?
No, there'll be
There'll be no
But
child
without the man, is who gonna feed the kid? Him.
Yeah.
Because guess what? If you think about it in real life, if you really think about it in real life, think about animals, son. If you really go that far.
But the lioness goes hunt.
And guess what? Guess what? When a new
Feed the
lion,
whole family.
That's right.
but when the male lion come in, what happened?
He gets feed first.
Who he kills?
Nothing.
Who he kills? Nothing.
The male lion don't kill nothing. The lioness kill
The lioness
and
is
feed,
the one
and the
that
man
hunts.
come and eat.
Yeah, you want bet something on that?
Okay.
You want bet something on that, bro?
One.
We
Yeah,
bet.
yeah. She said a month. She
H,
said
we're
a
talking
month.
about relationships.
So you
Yeah.
saying?
So chime
So
on
you
in
saying?
when
So
you
you
want to.
saying? So you saying when the tiger come in, the big boss come in, the male come in, he don't eat the male cubs? He don't eat them or push them on? He don't
He
do it?
does.
Tell them
He
please.
kills the children.
Tell them please.
He kills the
Tell
children.
them please. Tell them please.
But we're not tigers.
Animals.
We're not tigers.
No, but we saying it in animal instinct that say that. Yes.
Defeats the head of the family.
Yes.
It kills off the children of the prior male cat.
Oh, that's not his kids though.
But that's
He's
what I
not
said.
killing his kids.
But this is what I said. This is where it goes back. Listen to me. Let's think about it. If the male now, right? If the male dies because they didn't feed him, right? Now she got a next man. think about it. She got a next male. You think the next male really want to take care of them kids?
I understand that
But that's what
logic.
he's talking about.
I understand that logic.
Yes.
But we're human beings.
But it's still logic. It's still the same thing. We're still animals.
No.
But we're not saying we can kill, but we don't really want to take care of them because guess what? If you
I
have,
disagree.
no, it's the same thing going down.
100%. I
Because
disagree
if I'm-
with that, man.
Come on, Deli. Let's be realistic.
I am being realistic.
Because if you meet a woman,
A kid is a kid.
hold on. If you hold on.
Whether it's my kid or not,
Yes,
it's
it makes a
kid.
difference. It don't make a difference.
It does, but not to that point where I just don't want to take care of the kid.
No, but you can do minimum.
We're not saying
Minimum.
that take care of the
Yes, you're not gonna take care of that kid like you take care of your kid.
Hell no.
Are you gonna take care of the kid like you take care of your kid? Oh, okay.
Yes.
He's a liar.
We're not saying take care of the kid.
No, 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 no.
What are you talking
A
about?
liar.
Yeah, what are you talking about, dude?
Fucking
One
liar.
at a time.
You lying.
I just want to say that therein lies the future of black people. Men have to step up and take care of children who don't have men.
True. We should.
Because if you guys don't do that, they're lost.
True. That's true.
Words
So
of
you
wisdom.
can't be like the lion and destroy
Yeah, we
another
shouldn't be.
person's child.
But we shouldn't be. But the women at the same time have to appreciate it and have
That's
a better understanding of stop sleeping with men that's not gonna take care of their kids and then want to put the responsibility on somebody else.
Yeah.
They too gotta do that, and then they gotta respect the men and appreciate it even more that do that. And they don't do it. They don't appreciate it. Most women don't appreciate that shit.
Another man
That's
kid.
not a real woman. A real woman not gonna do that.
But that's a lot of them then, because a lot of women don't appreciate it.
We get no love for Father's Day.
No.
When Father's Day comes, we get.
So the way I feel, how you feel, I used to feel like you. I used to say that in here all the time. Like, look, if it's time for dinner, my babies are eating first. Nigga, you gonna wait. But then I saw on Instagram, like from their point of view, because they bring in the mail, brings in the money. Oh, I'm the one that's supposed to eat first. What I saw on Instagram was a family that was married and their child is a product of their love. So even if that child wasn't there, you're still with your spouse.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying?
And you
So
can
of course
create-
I'm gonna, baby, let me give you your food first. You know?
Yeah.
Because my husband will still be there if my child is gone the next day. You know what I'm saying? So if you think about it like that, that's a different point of view. But from their macho point of view, no, I'm
Listen,
not. It's not
I
going.
hear it, but for some reason it's not registering with me in terms of
course.
at the end of the day, you get divorced, but you're still the father of that child.
Correct.
So
Right, I
at
understand.
the end of the day, that wife can die in a car crash, unfortunately, but you still have to take care of
Yes.
that child.
Right.
But that's where the money
When I die, my inheritance goes to my kids if I'm not married.
No, it shouldn't go there first if you're not.
If I'm not married.
Yeah.
I'm speaking as a person.
But we're not
who's
talking about
married.
single
We're not talking
people.
about that.
We're not speaking about single. We're speaking about relationship.
Talk about relationship, dude.
But so you have to be married to be in a relationship?
That's
Or
the way it
if
comes
you're in a
first.
relationship. If you're in a relationship with the woman.
Do you have to be married to be in a relationship? No.
No, but you're singling out.
There's a lot of parents out here
You're not
who are
speaking
not
logic.
married.
But you're speaking
Single about the kid.
Hold up, hold up.
Yeah.
I think you're bringing
Tell about
up
the
a
kid,
good
then.
point. You're bringing up a really good point because what men are building is relationships with their children. It's not just the relationship with your partner and with your wife. You have to have a relationship with your child.
Yes.
And that's what makes all the difference. The wife is almost irrelevant to your relationship with your child. And you have to decide if that's important to you. So I like what you're saying.
What is more important, the relationship with your child or the relationship with your wife?
The relationship with your wife.
And your wife can leave.
What are you talking about, dude?
Yes.
She can get up and say, I don't want to be with you no more.
Okay, but then that's true. The kid leaves. The kids do leave when they turn
But that
18,
relationship with your child don't leave?
Yes, the kid too.
Yes,
bro.
the kids don't have nothing to do with you.
No, the
Right?
kids
The
can
kids don't want to do about
No,
it.
the kids.
H, you want to make a statement?
No, kids leave, bro.
Kids leave.
H is going to make a
I actually agree with both parties. I agree with what Nico and the whole forum is saying, and I agree with Deli on what he's saying, because I've been there. I've been married. I've been divorced. In perspective, you know, I have one child. I raised my stepson, and I hear what Deli said. You could get a divorce. The wife or the husband can leave, but you still got to take care of your kid. And I still agree with what Nico and the whole forum is saying about, well, you got your mate, you got your wife, you got your husband, you feed your husband and your wife first.
But we're not talking about divorce.
No, we're not talking about divorce.
You're still with your
Let me
wife.
finish.
No, but I'm talking about, I've been there twice. I've been there married and divorced. So I'm reaching both perspectives. So I actually agree with both of y'all.
I understand what you're saying, but we're not talking about divorce.
So we
We're
talking about marriage
relationship.
relationship. A married relationship? Are we talking about
we don't
married
talk about
relationship?
divorce.
Are we talking about married relationship?
Relationship.
Whether you're
A married relationship?
Yes.
But I'm not married no more.
Oh,
So
listen,
I'm
yeah.
talking about from
Someone who was married.
from somebody that was married
Yeah.
that had my daughter's gonna be 18 and raised a stepson that's gonna be 28,
Yeah.
and I could see both points.
No, but you can't see both points. If you're married, you can't see both points.
But I'm not married
If you're
no more.
married, if you're still married, you
I'm
can't
not
see
married,
both
but I'm
points.
not married no more.
But even if you divorce,
You're
right?
married and you have to stick
But I'm
wife
not.
come first.
But I'm
you
not.
see what I'm saying?
Wait.
We understand
Yeah.
what you said.
But I'm not
Yeah.
married no more. It's
So
been
you see
10
from
years.
both
You can see both points.
But listen to
I
this
see
though.
both points.
But I understand what you're saying. You can see both points, but at the same
I'm not-
time,
I'm
We're
not
not
married.
talking about that.
listen to this. Even if he's
But
saying
I'm
that,
not
right?
married no more.
No, but even if you say that, right?
Yeah.
My thing is that if
My opinion.
in today's society, whether you married or not, whoever your partner is eventually comes back in. They're supposed to be number one.
That's what I'm
Whether you
saying.
got
I did
outside,
not-
whether you have
We're not talking
kids,
divorce.
I
you
know
take care of your
win.
kids, right? This is what you do.
I did
You
not.
take care of your kids, right?
Yeah, so
You do
it's
what you gotta do
we
for your
win.
kids from the age to 18, and then you kick them out and tell them do what the hell they got.
Yeah, they gotta go in the 19.
And that's what you're
21.
supposed to do.
Kids gotta go.
That's it.
They gotta
You
go.
care for them
Yeah.
at a limit. It's
Get
a
out of the
limit.
house.
It's a limit. It's supposed to be a limit.
That's an
I
option.
have a thought.
That's
No.
an
I have a thought
option.
about this.
That's an option.
Go
In
build your
terms
own
of
foundation.
Separation.
Do.
My parents were never divorced,
Teach
but they
your
One at a
separated.
time, guys. One
My
at a time.
parents were never divorced, but they separated due to war. My father was in the Vietnam War. But
Happy Veterans Day.
what my mother never did was turn me against my father. Even though he left,
Yes.
even though he was kind of crazy and for crazy, my mother never turned me against him and allowed me to continue to love him. And I think that's what parents, whether they're together or divorced, can do for their children, is to not to demonize the other parent and help the child to grow.
Right.
Absolutely right.
Right.
That's a great point. But unfortunately,
That's
there
not the
was a lot
reality.
of- That's not the
There's a lot of
reality.
bitter people out there.
That's not the reality.
It's not the culture, but we have
Yeah.
the power to do that.
But they will.
It's within
Well, I
ourselves.
know about the woman.
Exactly.
They don't do
Exactly.
that.
And I agree with you.
They don't do that now,
And
man.
it should be like that.
Yeah, but they don't.
But the reality, like my brother Deli stated, that I'm gonna allude to, it usually doesn't happen like that.
It don't happen.
It usually doesn't happen like that.
Need some bread.
And then the kid suffers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kids in the
George.
middle. The kids in the middle.
The kid
Brittany wants to
suffers.
say something.
No, I'm saying I don't feel as though we're hitting the topic. Y'all was saying, okay, the woman's bitter, but what happens when the woman is not bitter and the man is just
The man
not
is bitter.
there?
Yeah.
The man
He's
is
bitter.
He's bitter.
He's bitter. He's a bitch.
He's not taking care of his responsibility. He should put aside
That man
his
is a
personal feelings.
bitch.
Every parent should put aside their personal
Who's
feelings
bitter? The woman
For
is
the kid.
bitter.
for the kid.
The woman.
That's the main.
No, the woman is not bitter.
Yes, the woman always bitter. Man.
No, don't say always.
Okay, look, pause. The reason why this topic is very important to me because I'm a product of that.
Right.
My mother is not bitter. My family always encouraged me to go see my father.
Yeah.
My father's the bitch, like he said. And
That's-
never, I might have seen him 4 times in my whole life, talked to him on the phone maybe 7. I'm 28 years old.
But that doesn't happen all the time.
George.
say it all
George.
the time.
So, but I was speaking on
She's asking-
what are
she's asking
you?
questions.
You're saying I'm
One
speaking
at a
on.
time.
What does that say of him?
He's
And
bitter.
then now he has kids. I have 6 other brothers and sisters.
He's bitter.
And it's another sister that I have that we don't even know about. We just found out about her about 5 years
She
ago.
bitter. He's bitter.
Pass this
I
around.
said it right. She bitter.
So, like,
No, he bitter.
This is real talk, guys. This is real talk
Yeah.
that we're having
When he
here.
goes on, he have other kids.
No, but he's bitter. He's bitter with a woman because the woman might not want him. So sometimes when woman don't want a man, he get bitter and he don't want to take care of the child.
So,
And that's
That's
fact.
and that's fact.
No, that's
It
fact.
happens all the time. It
Yeah, I
happens a
understand
lot.
that.
No, that's fact.
It
Yeah,
happens.
let's not be in denial.
No, but I take care of mine.
That's fact.
I take
well,
care
that's
of
good,
my
as
kids.
you should.
I take care of my kids.
Let's not be in denial. There's a bunch of bitter bitch ass motherfuckers.
But I
out there.
still believe.
I'm good. I'm good.
I still believe that.
Oh, you know what? I'll take a stroke.
Still believe that women what? Because I know that's
Listen, I know we was going.
Put sugar on it.
He was going back to the fact that
Thanks, brother.
I think once you have children
Yes,
children
that's right.
involved,
I
as a
believe.
man,
I believe when the kids meet a certain age,
you have to put your kids first. In my opinion.
and at a certain age, your kids don't come first.
No.
Especially
When they hit 18,
Yeah, you're done. You're
they
young.
18 they on their fucking own.
Yes.
Get your job.
Yeah.
You did your job.
I'll push it to 24. 18 to 24. You know?
Because you know what happens? You know what happens?
Yeah, because
You know what happens most of the time?
like 26.
okay, 26.
You know what happens? You do for
26.
that.
I'll do
Don't get
26.
Yo, 2 men
I'll
can't
do
live in the same
26.
house.
Facts.
2 men cannot live in the same house.
He's right. 2 men can't live in the same house.
Alright, guys, one at a time.
2 men can't live in the same house, just like 2
Yeah.
women can't live in the same house.
Yeah.
Especially
I don't have any
if let me say in relationship I have my kids and my girl have I have new kids with my girl. Both my kids is living with us. When they meet a certain age, they're gonna start giving her certain lip service
Certain problems,
and stuff. Not him and her.
Yeah.
So what time is it now? You know what time is it? Y'all gotta go. Because you know why you gotta go? Because you gotta go and create your own life. And I think a lot of us, a lot of black, don't do that. We don't push our kids to go and live their life.
Oh, definitely.
To create a life for themselves.
Right.
We don't do that. Yes. That's what we do. We do that a lot.
I see that.
And that creates a big problem.
I agree with
That's a big problem in our community right
I
now.
see that happen with a lot of grandchild.
Is
Yes.
that because
With the mother?
relationship?
Yes.
They start fighting in the house.
So I got
You know what that do for women?
I
You know
got
what
it.
that do for women?
Yeah.
That kind of give women
It happen with
a little control when it comes to relationship too, because then they don't have to depend on a male to help them in life, because they don't have these responsibilities in bills and all these stuff. Because if a woman living by herself, because American bill for one income, we all know that shit. And when a woman move on her own, she gonna have to find a man to help her, whether she needs his help or not. But she gonna have to find a man to help her in life later on, whether it's earlier or later on. And that's what created a problem. A lot of parents still have these kids living in their house. They need to
Financial.
and start pushing them out. Push them out.
And the women always want to try to fit another person's footsteps in the same male that they had. The same way they were, they want the same male to come in and do the same things.
Yes, because like
a fact.
Yeah. And that's
what he's saying is like
right?
the mother, the grandmother,
Is that a fact?
the mother.
All the men is not the same.
Hold on, it is no, it's not even a taste. It's what you see. If you see the mother dominate the male in her relationship,
Her son is going to try.
she's gonna try to dominate her. The daughter gonna try to dominate her male too.
That's not true.
No, not in all. No, you're right. Not for everybody.
me.
True, not everyone. And then the sons them see that dominate and feel like a woman could do that to them too. Either party could go equal. That's what he said.
I think.
And that could happen. It can happen.
That worked. That's fact.
At the end of the day,
That's
why-
fact also with domestic violence.
Yeah, that was what
you
you
go.
say
When
that.
little boys see their mama
Their
get beat
grandma
on,
get beat
they-
up.
they grow
And
up
she
to-
accept it. No cops in call.
Go there.
So them be
Yeah,
like,
I call it a hand problem.
They got beat up.
Yeah,
So is it fair to say that?
One voice at a time.
Nico always win.
One at a time.
So is it fair to say, right, that in order for relationships to work, they have to, like, everybody got to play their role, or there needs to be a partnership?
No, you got to play your role.
It's hold on. I could say it's yes.
That's my
I feel like
question.
you can role play and
You gotta
be
be
a
a role
partner
player.
at the same time.
Yeah.
I feel like you can coincide.
You have to
You gotta be
combine
equal.
the two.
Yeah, I feel like
You know, in America, you know the number one cause of divorce is
Finance.
What?
Alright.
Finance. Finance is number one.
55%.
money.
Right?
In front
I'm
of
not
the-
married. I don't know.
I know, but
Yeah.
finance is number one.
Mother
I
and parent
don't
is-
know.
It's a fact. It's a fact.
Money.
Oh, actually, you know what? Divorce.
And
Divorce is number one. The women always file for divorce.
No, the one I'm trying to divorce. Why? Because of money.
Yes. Women always file.
Money.
But
Money all the time.
What we're
Money.
gonna do now? We're gonna wrap it up, right? But I'm gonna come to each individual
Oh, we
Right.
done, son?
and just
It's getting exciting.
expound on what you heard tonight, and just give us your, what you believe. What's your paradigm? So, George, I'm gonna start with you.
I believe like a relationship should be equal. That's,
Look into the camera.
yeah, but I believe a relationship should be equal. Everybody should,
Is that
play a role.
partner?
It should be a role player. You do your thing and I do mine.
What
You know
does
what I'm
that
saying?
look like, George?
What do you mean?
Yeah,
know what you mean.
I do mine.
Yeah.
Be specific.
Yeah, respect each other. Like respect each other.
So
and
they
stuff
need
like,
respect in a
Yeah,
relationship.
respect
to
each
work.
other.
Okay. That's it?
That little things.
Come on,
that little stuff.
No,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Think about this.
Yeah.
Now, his input is very important right now.
My input is important?
Yes, it is. Be careful what you say, but be thoughtful what you're saying too. What do you mean by respect is important? In order for a relationship to work, what do they need?
Love.
Yeah, that too.
Well,
Love.
we know love is the number one. What
Love is
else?
number one, but respect. Man, once you got respect in the house,
Respect is number two.
that's number two, bro.
Trust is
That's
very
very important.
Respect is more important than trust.
Trust too.
Both.
Yeah,
To
yeah.
coincide.
Trust.
One at a time.
I think both of them. You need both, man. You need the trust and respect.
Which one would you prefer?
Huh?
Trust or respect?
Faithfulness.
As a man.
Huh?
As a man.
Trust.
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 So we're gonna move on to H. H,
Yes, sir.
we're gonna move on to you now. Please, pan the camera on H.
I came in a little late, so brief me on the
We're
beginning
talking
of
about
events.
relationships and
Okay.
what it means to you, basically.
Okay.
Your paradigm.
Well, I've been in several relationships, man. I've been married. I've been divorced. I agree with a lot of points this forum is talking about, and like Dudley said, you gotta have respect, you gotta have trust, you gotta have love, and within that, you could have respect, trust, love, and the relationship still could end up in a divorce.
Yes, it can.
Okay, so I guess it's to each his own, if you can say that. Basically, you just try to be a good man. You just try to be a good woman. Take care of your kids. Respect, love, and you go from there. That's all I could. That's all I
Major
could
turn
say.
your mother's.
That's all I could say within my experiences. That's it.
Me.
Uh-oh.
Commitment. Commitment to every single thing. Because every when you married and you in love,
Forget
there's
about
times that
marriage.
when
Relationships.
in all relationships, when you decide to be with someone, that's a commitment and you choose to make that commitment. So when you decide to choose to make that commitment, you gotta continue doing that. And that comes with decision making continuously.
Every
so
day.
every single day you decide to make a commitment to that person, you make that choice every single day. And that's how that relationship will continue working.
So it's the commitment that's most important.
Yes.
Okay, now we're gonna move on to my brother over here. Tell us your name first of all.
My name is Brian, and I just believe in, like Nico said, commitment. Believe in each other playing a role and committing to those roles as men and women, and also believe in the partnership aspect of it as well. So that's my take.
Tyrone?
Tyrone.
I want to say everyone should treat each other fair. Once everyone is treated fair, the relationship should work out great, and everything will work out. Everything will work out great. That's all I have to say.
For me, like,
Kelly.
I am not that good at relationships. I mean, first and foremost, you know what I'm
Look into the
saying?
camera, talk to us.
I can't look in the camera because I gotta be real now. I'm gonna be real because this is being recorded. I gotta be real. I've been thinking about this for the last couple of weeks, especially because I know he's having this. It's tough. I value love more than anything in a relationship. For me personally, if I don't love you, I don't want to be with you. Because that drives me. You know, the love, for me, I'm a spiritual person. So love, whatever. Shut
Let the man talk.
Yeah. Like this is my friend. This is my friend.
Let the man talk.
Love is the most important thing to me. Like, if I don't love you, I don't want to come home to you. And in addition to that, I want to be able to adore you too. Like, yeah, I'm a little romantic. If I love you and adore you, and then of course,
Romantic soul. Old school romantic
you see.
Let's finish.
He's taking a hold of yourself.
It's okay.
Let's leave it on.
Go ahead.
All right. And the last thing that would break me, that will make me run, is disrespect. So, once I love you and I adore you and respect you, that's it. I'll keep coming. I'll keep coming. That's all I need. For me, personally.
We echo that.
We do?
Leslie, you're on.
I mean, I understand him. I think love is the most important thing because once you have love, it expires everything else. When you love someone, trust is developed. Commitment. You want to stay committed to this person because you love them. You want to be with them. Followed by that is loyalty. You want to be loyal to the person you love. You want to make sure that they are right, they're protected, and they need for nothing, at least for me. You know, I think loyalty is important. Trust, love, and commitment, and understanding. Because without understanding, where's respect, where's love, where's trust, and all the others come in. At least for me. But love is number one. And then everything else follows.
Okay. Catherine, excuse me.
That's cool. I'm both. Kathy's my little girl self. I agree. Love is primary. And after love comes forgiveness. Because no one is no one is perfect.
I might throw it back up in your face.
And so
That's a fact.
even if a person is someone that fails you, that leaves you, if your love is true, you'll always love them. You may not want to be with them, but you still love them. And so I think love is primary. And to me, that's what creates wholeness in our lives. So for me, I'm not so much a material girl. You know, you could have the money or not have the money, but if you're loving, to me that's primary, and that's what nourishes us and keeps us whole.
Brittany.
George, you forgetting Georgia?
I did already.
George started first.
The first one.
Brittany, let's go to you now. Brittany.
So I feel as though a relationship can be beautiful, like I said earlier. But honestly, I feel as though relationships can be beautiful. You have to be committed to one another. You have to want to be in a relationship for one. Trust is big because I don't want to feel like, oh, you're out to work, but in the back of my head, I'm thinking you're doing something that you have no business doing. Then you don't need to be in a relationship. I really feel I'm a sucker for love. I'm not even gonna sit here and lie. I love love. I just feel like it could be really beautiful when it's blossomed between two people who genuinely care about each other. That's all I gotta say.
Nice. Love is the answer. Love, baby. Love.
So
Love is
do
the answer. Love is number one.
Love and finance. No one said finance. No one said finance.
No.
You gotta
No.
have
Love is all good.
No.
No one said finance.
Finance is
You didn't say finance.
Finance is divorce.
Because listen, I feel like money is gonna come.
Wait a minute. Why do I need to say finance?
The finance ain't right.
You mentioned that you're not.
Wait a minute.
You personally.
I am not a gold digger.
No, we're not saying.
Okay, so why do I need to say
You
finance?
personally said
Go
if
ahead.
a man does not have ambition, you're not messing with him. I get that.
What's wrong with a man having ambition?
There's
No one
nothing
said
wrong with
money.
that.
He has to make a lot of money.
I would
for
not
that.
mess
I
with.
didn't say that.
I would not mess with a woman who have no ambition.
Okay, so what's the
Me
difference?
neither.
But that ambition means dinero.
I wasn't.
Ambitions means
Not
money.
necessarily dinero.
What does it mean?
I'm
Your
tired of
passion,
saying
your
that.
purpose. If you
Money.
believe in- if you
It's
believe
real,
in
real,
passion,
man.
It's real. It's
Money.
real
It's
talk.
real to real.
At
Money.
the end of the day, you
If
need
you not
money
bringing
to
to the
survive.
Money.
It doesn't
Money.
mean he
I'm not
has to
messing
have
with
a
no
lot.
You ain't
broke
doing enough for
woman.
yourself.
I ain't messing with no broke man.
I ain't
Exactly.
gonna mess with you.
Exactly.
I learned my
It
lesson.
is what it is.
I'm not doing it.
Cause I know
I'm
what I
not
bring
doing
to the table.
I'm not doing it.
What we bringing to the table? Cups, knives, forks,
Listen.
plates.
You're a
If
good
I'm working
woman.
hard, you need to be working hard. It is.
Well, welcome to Community Cuts. We had an interesting conversation here at Nico's Barbershop, located in Brooklyn, 5 minutes away from the Barclays Center. We are right in the prime of Brooklyn. Relationships is very important. For me, everyone said exactly what I feel. I also believe that you can find a woman that you love, and it doesn't matter how much money she has. You can make her, and she can make you. You need a woman to make you, men, and also we need each other to make this world go round. We are a product of each other. Matter of fact, when you have children, they learn from you. They are a product from you. So the relationships that you have between your spouse, between your girlfriend, between people, your children learn from you. So therefore, we are a product to everybody else, and they are a product to us. So with the men here and the females here, hallelujah. God bless you all. Thank you for being a part of this conversation, Community Cuts. That's it.